Hello everyone, my name is Arthur and welcome back to another Mafex figure review. This is going to become more of an occurrence nowadays, isn't it? Well, today we are going to be taking a look at the one and only Carnage from The Amazing Spider-Man in his comic book version. Now, this guy released alongside Venom. This guy actually came out like 2 days earlier than Venom, which was kind of surprising in online retail shops, but he's finally here. And we looked at Venom a couple of days ago, or last video, who knows when I'm uploading this at this point. But I'm very excited for this guy. He looks absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Carnage looks. So let's take this guy out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Carnage in the flesh, and my god, does he look astonishing, my guy. Holy, he looks really, really good just from afar already. So, this guy, just for a little size comparison, here I have the Venom that we looked at recently, and also, if I can get this guy standing, please. This guy, these can stand, it's just, gotta get him in the right pose. And then also the one and only, The Amazing Spider-Man, if I can get him out of the stand. God damn it. So here's how they all scale together. It's really nice that we have figures like Venom and Carnage that actually scale pretty accurately. Thank you, Spidey. To the figures themselves. I know they're supposed to be 6 inches, but I'm pretty sure Carnage is the tallest one, which is accurate to how that goes for the most part. So let me fix the coloration a little bit. There we go. Okay. So yeah, he looks really good. And honestly, just having the three together, Venom being kind of very bulky, Spider-Man being very lean, and then Carnage being very lanky. I love the distinction between the body types. There does seem to be some similarities between him and Spider-Man, but at the same time, they all look completely different nonetheless. So let's move these two out of the way for now and just take a closer look at this guy, because I love everything about his pattern and everything like that. The whole symbiote black being on there with sort of like the blood being inside of the crevices and all that kind of stuff. So there is that. I really like it. The face paint is really good. The pink could be a little bit better, especially with the teeth here and there. There's a streak of pink that probably like one strand of the paintbrush just kind of scraped by a little bit. And that might just be copy to copy. Mine was just the inevitable one to get something like that. So yeah, he doesn't have as much cake as Venom, unfortunately, but it makes sense. It is Cletus Cassidy. He's not supposed to have cake. He's supposed to be a cold-blooded killer. I will say the torso is a little bit tight. But yeah, besides that, articulation. This guy seems to have pretty decent articulation as well. Very similar to Spider-Man and Venom, besides one area. And that is I don't know why I get so like sleepy when I'm making these videos for some reason. So looking down, he goes about that far. I'm trying to figure out a good, like, he's too pale there. I think that's just fine, honestly. So let me know what you guys think about this camera. He looks a little bit too orange here. I don't know why. Let me just swipe it up. And that's better. So yeah, looking down about that far, that's really good. Looking upwards, that's really good. Side to side, of course, and rocket back and left and right, of course. And you can rotate it if you want. So very nice. The neck joint really does help out a lot. For the arms, better than a T-pose, very good. Rotation 360 degrees. These arms are very fluid, very smooth. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow that gets them like that, very nice. It looks good. A little bit sad that it's just pure red plastic on it, no paint whatsoever, but it's fine. It's fine in my opinion. A ball hinge going for the wrist, again just single jointed wrist for some reason. I don't know why there would be two double jointed wrists. Torso, this is where it kind of makes me worried about the actual upper chest. It's a little bit tight on there, so going down about that far, going backwards about this far, that's really good. And then he looks good even with the pose as well. So there is that. Rotate side to side, rock it back and forth, or rock it side to side as well. Splits, this guy does seem to have drop down hips, so with the drop down he can get pretty good splits, really good splits actually, and this is how he'll look with the drop down hips like that. Kicking forward with those drop down hips, pretty much get him all the way to the torso with some manipulation of the abdomen. Double jointed knee, single hinge foot, and of course going back forward that far, backwards this far, and a toe hinge that is not to write home about. It's a little bit, it's not that good actually from just the angle itself. I don't know why my camera is losing focus, but yeah, without the drop, he can't go backwards, by the way, with the hips or the legs because of the butt cheeks, the hard butt cheeks that he has. Without the drop down, he can't get much. Well, actually no, the drop down will just happen naturally, so don't worry too much about that. No thigh swivel, unfortunately. That is always just kind of like my bother of Mafex figures in general, where they don't have a thigh swivel, but with the range of articulation that they have for the male characters, then I think it kind of makes up for it. So yeah, can you focus, camera? Thank you, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's move on to the accessories because this guy comes jam-packed with accessories. So let's look at those real quick. Alright, so you may be wondering, wait, this is not all of the accessories. And you're right, it's not. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of accessories with this figure, which actually surprises me. Like, holy hell. Like, this is not everything. This is just half of the accessories. So this figure is the first figure that's actually making me have two parts on this accessory section. Okay, great. Love that. So to start off, we have the scythe, which the scythe looks really good. The way that they sculpted it. Why are you not focusing? Camera, please just focus. Thank you. Okay, the scythe looks really good. It connects to the hand peg and everything like that. So very well done, very well sculpted right there. It's not sharp whatsoever, so do still be careful with that. There's the hammer that looks really, really nice. I like the way that it's sculpted with the hand as well. I like that it's not just a creation that's just attached to the hand peg and it's the actual hand creating it with the symbiote. Now, this is probably my least favorite part out of the whole figure. I dropped it. This entire face sculpt is not my favorite. The reason for it is the mouth. The mouth feels cheap. It feels like it's just a Spider-Man face, like it's just Peter Parker's face or the Spider-Man mask going over it. Like, they couldn't do something similar to Venom where he actually has the teeth showing and everything like that. Like, they could have done that. I feel like they definitely should have. I understand that there is a limit as to how thin a piece can get, but they could have made it an attachable piece. I don't know. There's a couple of avenues they could have taken for this face sculpt itself, and it would have been better. It's definitely not my favorite. I don't really like it. This is probably never going to be my display choice. It's just, I don't like how bulgy it is with the pink insides. And we have a Cletus Cassidy face that is not including an actual neck peg. Another weird choice. That's fine by me though. It's easier for me to actually swap out the faces. The dot printing on the face, still incredible. Really good. Almost not as good as Eddie Brock's, but still good nonetheless. A couple of wash shading on the actual hair, which is really, really nice. He can't stand by itself. Two blades for the hands, of course. Very, very good. I do have, there is like these two shanks as well. Kind of like Wolverine type-ish claws that he creates. One of mine is a little bit bent, but if I put it in warm water, or use a air dryer or a heat dryer, then oh my god, why am I so tired? Okay, yeah, it's gonna be. I'll be able to bend this back by just heating it up a little bit with warm water, which is the easiest. 2 tendril sort of like webs that come out of his hands, which is really good. I like the way that they're sculpted. Very thick tendrils too, made for both hands. Pretty much the exact same sculpt, just swapped out for the hands. So this is the first part of the accessories. So let's look at the rest of the accessories. All right, here's the second part of the accessory section. My god, this guy comes with 5 different sets of hands, a set of magnetic feet, 2 different tendril webs for the arms, and a tendril webbing for shooting, apart from the ones that he already had with his separate hands. Overall, he comes with an additional like 8 different sets of hands for the figure, which is absolutely insane. And 5 of those are kind of basic. They're like the regular, different post hands. The other ones are just like different weapons. That is insane. I never expected this figure. I never knew this figure had this many accessories, which again just astonishes my little brain that I have. But yeah, I really like it. Very nicely done. That you guys already know the drill. Going into my final thoughts, this guy is absolutely perfect. Yeah, he does have some sort of like aesthetical choices that are kind of weird. The pegs, in my own opinion, being completely red is not an issue. I don't really care. Could they have sculpted them with some of the detail and then painted it? Sure, but then there's going to be paint chipping and all that kind of stuff, so I understand where they're coming from. The face sculpt where he has his mouth open, not the biggest fan of it, but I can definitely get past it. Not the biggest deal in my opinion. So overall, I'm going to give this figure a perfect 10 out of 10, especially because of how many accessories he comes with. And even at a retail price over here in the US, which is, this figure is $100 over at Big Bad Toy Store right now for pre-order. He is not a bad figure, even for $100. I think this is worth $100. And I got this for $70. Get this right now on AmiAmi, and then you're good. You're golden. Get this guy with Venom. You'll pay like $140 total. $70 for each. These are both $70 figures right now. And that's great. They're technically $50 based on the conversion price, at least from where I'm from right now in the US. But my god, I've never been so shocked with these figures. They're perfect. Even the Spider-Man one, they're all perfect. No wonder people love Mafex. Some people kind of hate it based on some things that they have. For example, there's figures like this that have like a crap ton of accessories. And there's figures like Wolverine. He doesn't have that many accessories, which is weird. So, again, disparities between each line. All the Spider-Man figures have really good accessories. Some of the X-Men figures, not really. Some of the other Marvel figures, from the looks of it, have some decent accessories here and there. But yeah, that could be another topic of discussion for another video. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the time I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Do you have it? Do you not have it? Have you been on the lookout for it? Are you going to get them soon? Are you getting them for Christmas? Getting a bloody Christmas? But besides that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.